Hello everybody, I'm Kathy and I'm here to show you a quick tutorial on the use of wax and colored wax, and I'm also using some art crayons to make your embellishments look like metal. So if you're interested, stick with me. I'd love to have you. So here's some examples of what we're going to do. This was simply cardstock that I embossed and then covered in paint and wax, and I'll show you that in a moment. I love the way it turns out. I learned this from Bohemian Crafting. She does such creative things. Her tutorial was a little different than what I'm doing, but the basic idea I got from her. And here's how I use the embellishments in a few of my tags. Here I have one, I don't know if you can tell, with the butterflies, the glistening of it. And here I just used a little piece in the corner. It really does look like copper. That was for a card. This was another tag, and that was a piece I used. Here was another. I made a little corner tuck spot, and then this says Times Square. And on this one, I used butterflies across the top, made it look almost like a patina. And this was a pad I made for the journal. This looks like metal. I also sewed it on. But yeah, so that's what we'll be looking at, making some of the metal looking embellishments. The first thing you're going to need is some cardstock. And I used kind of a lighter color cardstock. You could do it in white, but I would suggest one of the darker tones. These I have already embossed just to save us some time. You can use any kind of embossing on it that you'd like. I don't know if you can see what this says. This says 57th Street, Manhattan. Here it says Metropolitan Ave, 8th. And I'm actually going to cut this so that I could have two pieces out of this one. And then I have kind of the leftover piece. We'll see. Let me cut this in half and we can make a couple of pieces out of this one. Here is just embossed letters of the alphabet. I'm also going to, and then numbers are at the bottom. So you could take this and spell something out. For now, we're just going to maybe color one of the strips. We don't have time, whoops, to do all of them. And then here I have a leftover piece, and here I have some flowers. I'm also going to cut that in a strip. And we're not going to color all of these. I'll show you a few. And then I'll be using this wax. I got both of these waxes. I have a copper and a bronze. I got both of these from Tuesday Mornings. They're a couple bucks each. I never used them before. I thought I'd try them out. I bought them a long time ago and never used them. And then I also am going to be using some art crayons. These aren't absolutely necessary. I think they add a little bit of color if you'd like. I got these at Tuesday Morning as well. And what these are like almost like dry paint. They are water soluble, but I won't be using them with any water. Okay, I'm going to set these aside. And this is a messy craft as far as your hands go and your table. So you want to cover it up. I'm also going to use a glove today. Some cheap gloves. Aren't we used to wearing gloves now? Geesh. Except these are really kind of cheap gloves. You really need the other kind. Okay, and now we'll put on this one and we'll be ready to go. Okay, let's start with this little flower one, and it's hard to see against this. I actually can do it on the white so you can see it more. And the first thing I'm going to do, I want a little color in the background, so I'm going to use, this is a greenish, and all I'm going to do is color it slightly. I want to get in between, but I'm not making a fuss. And then I'm going to take my finger and I want it to get all over. So I'm pressing pretty hard, but I'm not fussing about it. Next, I'm going to take some of the, let me use some of this copper, stick my finger in it, and this feels like, it feels like a wax combined with paint. And I'm going to start spreading it. And right away it brings the embossing out, but I still see a hint of the green that we just put down. So it almost looks like it's been rusting for a while. And if I want, I can add a little more of the green here and there. And I wipe it away. You want to use your fingers for this so you can get down in the grooves. And we're going to leave it just like that. We're going to set it aside for it to dry. But you see how it brings out the color. Okay, let's try one of the, let's see. Let's try this one. This was cut from another piece. And for this one, I'm going to put black in the background. And I'm actually going more into the background than for the other one. And I'm going to rub this in really well. You don't have to worry about making a mess or how much you get on it. You just want to make sure when you're wiping it that you don't have clumps anywhere. Okay? And I'm going to use this again. And you see what the black does. It makes it just a little, gives it a little more edge to it. A little more age. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the gold. And you can mix them together, and they do sell these waxes in other colors, which I don't have, but I'm definitely going to get after using this. And I think that looks so cool. And you could cut it in a triangle, make it a little tuck spot. Let me try the letters. This says, I don't want to do King's Highway. I'm going to do Metropolitan Avenue. And let's try it with blue in the background, just because we can. Okay. And I'm going to find a finger that isn't all messed up and just rub that in. Now I'm going to try the gold. See, having the dark in the background is kind of cool. And you don't have to put a lot of the wax on it. Just a little bit. And your embossing just really pops. And let's see. I'm going to try this one. I thought this was cool. This is just lined paper, it looks like. So what do we want to put in the background? I'm going to try this crazy color because I haven't used it and see what happens. Okay. I'm going to have to use this hand now. Well, I can't. Let's see. I don't really see the yellow on this. So you see it a little bit when you put some color on it. Okay, I'm going to go back and add some black. I think that would do well. It'll almost look like it's distressed a little bit. And I'm going to just add some black so it looks like the black got mixed in with this stuff. And add a little bit of gold on top of that. You kind of have a mixture. Okay. It's okay. I'm not crazy about that one. My favorite so far is this one. Okay, and one more. Let's do this one. This one is kind of cool. And I'm also going to use the black again. I think that gave us the nicest effects. And you could also probably, I would think, use crayons for this. I don't think you need the paint for this. So someone try this with Crayola crayons and let me know how it comes out. Because the wax would definitely work over the crayons, just like it works over the paint. I think you'd have to rub the crayons in really well like I'm doing with this paint. But I think it would work. Okay, now let's see. Let's do the gold. Yes, I like the way this looks. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it kind of looks old, doesn't it? I don't know if you can see it. I think it's kind of cool. Well, you want to make sure you get all in there, too. Okay, so I'm going to put this away, and I want to show you, I think I have an empty card or tag. Let me see. I put this aside, and what I'm going to do is cut a tag. I learned this. It's like a large scrap roll, collage roll. I learned this from Carol Laws. Who else was doing it? Let's see. Gail Agostinelli on her channel. But it's great. What I do is I take pieces of book page, put them up next to each other, and simply take my scraps and tear them and layer them over it without thinking about what I'm going to make. I just use it later for a collage. So what I can do, for example, is cut a piece. I'll make this a little tag, a collage tag, or a, yeah, a card, not a tag, a card to go in, a book. I'm going to take out this. I just wanted to show you how I might use this. First thing I'm going to do is glue this down a little better. When I saw them do this, they were using glue stick to make these collage rolls. I probably would use glue or get a better glue stick. So what can I do? I can use this. This looks kind of cool. Or this looks kind of cool. I'm going to use this. Okay, so I'm going to clip it. I think that'll fit almost on here. We'll put it going down that way. Make a cute little journal card. And this dries pretty quickly. And I'm also going to round the corners on this just to be different. Yeah, much nicer. And there I have a little card to pop inside a pocket. And if I wanted to really go crazy, I can take this piece. I'd have to round the corner. Let's see, I can turn it this way. Let me round the corner first. And I'm going to just clip off a little bit. And make a little corner tuck spot for this little card. And let's see. I think I have something to go in here that I'm going to steal off another from one of my other tags because I thought it was so cute. This one. I'm going to steal this. Oh, but it's really too small, so I won't steal it. Excuse my arm. Whoop, it doesn't go there. Let's see. I can take this, fold it in half, take a piece of paper. I have a piece of paper. Make a little and maybe cut another one. And move that out of your way. Fold it in half. Fold it in half. Take a stapler and just staple it in this little booklet. That's it. And then what might be cute is take the edge of this and wrap it around this to give it kind of a cool metal edge. Okay, and it'll hide the staples. And we'll put that right on there. And have to be clipped again. And we could tuck that right in there. And there you have a little card with a little tuck spot with a little book. Okie doke. Well, let me clear this mess out of the way. And let's look at what we did. We made this, we made this, we made this. And that's what we did today. I hope you enjoyed it and try it. Again, you can get this this wax. You can get it in the paint department usually. Same with the art crayons. You can get that in the paint department of Michael's or Joann's. I got these from Tuesday Morning, and this is by Art. www.myartc. myartc.com. And this is copper and bronze. So I hope you try it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.